She said that I didn't fit her description. She said I wasn't so handsome. I think that she's so romantic. I'd like to follow her across the Atlantic. She said that I was the only one. She said my favorite boy. She said it to me in a nice way, in a polite way. Renowned, down among the dead man. Captain Smith, he was always in command. That'll do. Well, by now, I shouldn't have to say my name. Of course, get my book. Of course, it's my autobiography. It's called You Screwers, Way of the Adsum. And the by title, of course, is 30 Years of Walking. Could be 35 years of walking now because it was published 5 years ago. That's me on the front cover. That's me again on the back cover. And of course, that's me on the side cover. You Screwers, Way of the Adsum, of course, is the preeminent text for Adsum training worldwide. In fact, if you're in a class right now, an Adsum training class, and it's being taught without reference to this book in some form, you feckin' dump that class right now and find a class. Find either one of my own classes, which is online or in classroom, or find a class that does teach using You Screwers' preeminent text, Way of the Adsum. Anyway, well, if you're going to buy the book, of course, you'll find it in all good bookstores, all very good bookstores. You won't find it in any bad bookstores or very bad bookstores. In fact, I went into a very bad bookstore this morning and asked for it, and they had not even heard of it. So that's it. Get the book. And for all you, I guess, trolls and haters out there, look, telling me, that I should have apologised to Russell Brand for things I said to him when he was attended one of my training classes, and things I said after the training class, etc. Look, you're just gonna have to suck it up. You're just gonna have to suck it up and put up. I'm not apologising for anything that I've said to Russell Brand, and but what I will do, of course, which is quite, I think, generous of me, as I did last time, I do make the offer to Russell Brand to give him a fully qualified hydrological baptism. As I said in the previous class, I don't believe the baptism he was given by Bear Grylls and his mate Steve in the Thames, holding him under the water in the Thames. I don't think that was it won't be a proper baptism. It won't be recognised by the international baptism people. So my advice is for him to take me up the offer that I will basically, if he gets himself out to where I live, I will give him a fully qualified baptism, because I've been fully qualified now. I did undergo and finish the training at the Wet and Wild Baptiste School of Baptism. The Wet and Wild Baptiste School of Baptism, of course. The training, one of the key points of the training is with the hydrological baptism, to hold the person being baptised underwater for really as long as necessary, and to err on the side of holding him under more. than holding him under less. And I think with Russell Brand, I think you can understand it, we should err on the side of holding him under for just that bit longer to make sure that he is fully baptized and repented of all of those sins. So yeah, I can hear some of you now, please apologize. It's not going to happen. And I hear you saying, look, examine Russell's full record. Just don't look at one little part here and one little part. And his old record. Look at his whole record. Well, I thought I did that last time. I've got his record here. And I thought I reviewed it last time, I thought sufficiently. Of course, it's called Russell Brand, 12 Consensual Love Songs, plus a few that were not. And I thought I reviewed it last time. Well, look, look, what I'll do then, what I'll do for you, pardon me. What I'll do for for you who say I'm being biased against Russell Brand, let's put it up against the You Screwers autobiography, Way of the Adsum. 30 years of signature walking, of course. And how does it compare? Well, look, I've listened to it twice. And it's not very good. Not very good at all. I've listened to all of them, even including the non-consensual love songs, and they're probably even worse than the others. Now, the other thing that we could test it, of course, what I call the hammer test. And what I do is just go, and same as I used to. And with this, do yourself a favour and just finish it off. Do yourself a favour, get rid of it, spend the money on You Screwers, Way of the Adsum, and as you can see, Russell Brand's 12 Consensual Love Songs plus a few weren't is finished. But after the hammer test, the You Screwers, Way of the Adsum, 30 years of signature walking, still stands prominent and poised, ready to be into action, to train lots and lots of budding Adsums out there. So anyway, enough of my book, enough of me. Look, some people have been writing into me saying, look, we believe that you're quite a good singer, and can you sing this song and this song? Look, I know I'm the world's most renowned Adsum trainer. I am a Shakespearean trained actor, of course, and have extensive experience training the boards. Now, the thing is that people keep telling people say, well, you had a good. Well, look, I had a reasonable singing voice. I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't say it was outstanding, but I had a good singing voice. But after the years and years of doing all the Adsum training, yelling at people up the back, like, you Maverick, pay attention, that sort of stuff. You down the front here, spin doctors here, funny hats on, that sort of stuff. My voice is just not singing. So what I propose, somebody has sent me in a song and they asked me to sing it for them and send it to them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically not accept, but instead I'm actually asking my colleague. I regard him as a colleague now. We weren't colleagues. We were sort of more likely, almost enemies at one stage. But a colleague of mine, Nigel, of course you know him from being on that very popular show on the ABC, almost went for 3 seasons, Nigel's Wax of Fame, where he made the wax replicas and of the guests who came in just while they're having a cosy little chat, made the wax replicas on them and see what they liked. So I'm going to ask, because Nigel, unfortunately, I decided to axe that Nigel's Wax with Fame. So he's at a bit of a loose end. So I'm gonna I've asked Nigel to sing this song, and that's been sent to me, and he's agreed. And I can't remember the name of the song, but I'm sure you'll be on your lips once you see Nigel sing it. The man, of course, he made wearing a shark's tooth necklace around his chest, more famous than Janet Jackson's famous nipple cover at the Super Bowl halftime entertainment. Yeah, he's always been a bit of a troublemaker, that Timberlake fella, I can tell you. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the song, but anyway, here he is. Nigel, take it away. Little, 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 litter. There's much litter around, ugly not right in the water and seaside. It's no charade, it's all man-made in the water and seaside. But when night-eyes members walk by, and they've got clean up on their minds, you know that it's just when you need them. Night Eyes does it right. Alright. Just when you need them. Night Eyes does it right. Alright. Litter. Litter. For all the plastic and paper people discard where they've been in the water and seaside. Through hot sun, Night Eyes will pick up in tons in the water and seaside. But when sometimes you feel overwhelmed, Night Eyes skippers are at the helm. Then you know that it's just when you need them. Night Eyes does it right. Alright. Just when you need them. Night Eyes does it right. Alright. We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for me. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel just needs that helping hand. And if young Nigel... Okay, we'll just pause for a minute. We'll just pause. Hello, Nigel speaking. Oh, it's you. You screw up. Yes, well, yes, I was just going through singing a song, just sort of getting the vocal cords warmed up a little bit. Yes, as you see. Well, I did have another song lined up to sing and record, hopefully, as the harmony in my head by the Buzzcocks, of course. Oh, you've got another song that you'd like to pass on for me to sing? Well, I haven't got anything to write it down right now. Maybe if you could send me a text and send me the lyrics and a bit of the music, maybe. But yeah, I was going to do the Buzzcocks song, but I could slot it in and give it a go. You say give it a crack. I don't like that term, give it a crack. To me, it's awfully vulgar. would much prefer to say, just give it a go. So, that's all I'll promise for now, is that, yes, I will give it a go, but send some details of the song through to me. What's it called? You can't remember. Well, that's not that helpful, but anyway, send it through in the text when surely you've got it written down somewhere, Hugh. Okay, so anyway, bye for now, Hugh.